Hey everybody, Ghost Fox here. Today we're taking a look at the single-handed programmable keyboard from 1byone. This is a mechanical keyboard. It is LED lit with a variety of light customization options. It actually looked like there were at least 8 or 10 light customization options when I went into the provided software. So far, I have to say, this particular sort of left-handed, you could even use this right-handed, although the spacebar option would be in a strange spot. This particular unit is the best one that I have seen of these. I've tried the Steel Series, I've tried the Razor, which actually have a review on that as well. But this one is really nice. Not only is it laid out in a fairly straightforward manner, very similar to the left side of your keyboard, the space is where your thumb would go, and it has an excellent hand rest, which, if you saw that, is this sort of rubberized area here. It's quite soft and also has a little bit of a grip, so you're not going to slip a lot. This little button down here is your space bar, and the rest of them are actually by default tied to the keys that are labeled on here. So you can see it is almost a mirror of the left side of your keyboard, with the exception of B and P's positioning there. Now, if you've got a keyboard already, you're probably saying, why would I even want one of these? Well, not only is it a mirror of your keyboard by default, but actually all 29 of the keys are individually programmable. So you don't have to use it just for that layout. Using the provided software, you can set these to a macro or whatever key press you want. So it is a multi-function unit on top of being an extension of your keyboard. One other reason to use something like this is that it is a simplified unit for playing a lot of those MOBA games, the online battleground games, stuff like DOTA, League of Legends. There are more and more of those every day, and I know those games have quite a few players. This would actually be perfect for playing something like that. It has exactly the right keys in the right layout, in an ergonomic design and a feel that you're already accustomed to as far as button layout. So if you don't have a mechanical keyboard already and don't want to buy an expensive mechanical keyboard, because 104 key mechanical keyboards can easily run $100. This particular unit, I believe, is less than $60 on Amazon, and it includes, all of the keys that I've shown multiple times, the included software, the customization, mechanical keys. So it's an option for several groups of people. People that want this as a separate unit, people who want it as an extension for their gameplay, people who want a macro, or people who want a high-quality mechanical option but don't want to pay the money for those $100+ and those are on the cheap end for the mechanical keyboard. It's nice to have those responsive mechanical switches. And while mechanical switches are a little bit louder, they definitely give you more accuracy. And one other thing to mention about this is that all of the keys are anti-ghost. So what that means is when you press a bunch of keys at once, let's say you needed to do that. Let's say you're pressing 5 keys, you got all fingers jammed on there, you're not going to lose a key press. So if you're holding down Q, W, E, and R and you tap them all exactly at the same time, every single one of those key presses will be sent to the computer. So if you tap all of those, every single key will show up. In a lot of keyboards, particularly standard keyboards that are non-gaming and don't have anti-ghosting, you may lose one of those key presses. You may not see the R. It may be left out. You may only see one key press, actually, if you hit 4 things at one time. So anti-ghosting is extremely important, and I tested that out. It works really great on here. So I'm having a hard time finding anything negative to say about the 1byone programmable keypad. I guess the only unusual thing was when I went to install the provided software, it wouldn't run immediately off the disk. But the reason for that was that the name included a lot of Chinese characters, and it was too long, so it was causing an error. I fixed that by simply copying the program from the CD over to my desktop, changed the name to omit all of the Chinese characters, and then ran it with no problem, set everything up in a matter of seconds. It only took about a minute to get everything installed and set up, and then from there you can customize the LEDs, the keys, everything completely customizable. You can have breathing LED, you can have rainbow LED across it, or you can choose one color. I set it to green because the rest of my illuminated items here are also already green. As I've said in one of my other reviews, I'm using the 1x1 gaming mouse as well, which I actually love. Very surprised at this company. It's their first entry into the gaming market, and they've been hitting a couple of home runs here. We're going to be looking at some of their other products over the next couple of weeks, but so far I'm pretty impressed with the two peripherals that I've got. Anyway, that's a look at the 1x1 programmable backlit keypad, which is mechanical. So big long name, ultimately in short, a good product. All right, for more information on this as well as other gaming and tech items and news, take a look at ghostfoxtech.com. Thanks for watching.